Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, February 10th, 2022 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I bring my focus to my personal revolution, evolution, alignment. And today we are still building to this Mercury-Pluto conjunction that is going to be happening early on Friday morning. So today, how I liken like the astro building into something, especially if there's any intensity, is like, all right, we've been walking kind of up this mountain and like we're to the steep part, we're almost to the peak, to the summit of it, but it's like that last little bit, it's like, oh, can I make it to the top? You can make it to the top. I heard from so many people just really struggling with the energies today, and I will just remind you to be aware that your monkeys, your mind, may be going to some challenging dark places. Now again, anytime Pluto is in play, there is a call for empowerment. So anything that's coming up can be worked through and is meant to ultimately take you to a place of empowerment. But a lot of times we have to kind of go through the feeling puny, feeling like a victim, feeling that discomfort. So just be aware as the day goes on through that movement. It's interesting because Mercury is not going to reach 27 degrees until late in the evening. And then Friday morning, let's see, the conjunction of Mercury and Pluto is at 6 a.m. Pacific time. So if you're in the States, by early morning, we reach the peak. Now, it doesn't mean that it's over. There's still going to be dancing a little bit after that. So that's not it. And even as that finishes, we've got the North Node hanging out at 27 degrees, still lighting up that Pluto energy. And so part of our lesson with the North Node and the South Node feeding in to 27 degrees right now and Mercury, responsibility to our mind, taking our mind to a place of value, but also looking, there might be some stuff around worth, feeling like a victim. Because the South Node is feeding in, it feels like there's some really old roots that are coming up to be visited and moved through. And this is okay. This is good. It's good to move through these things, So just be aware, be present with yourself. Capricorn, I always say the lesson is personal responsibility. Where are you being called to respond in a way that's true to yourself, that's true to your soul? And that's the best thing that you can do in this energy. I will say, when is that actually happening? Okay, so we are going to have a bit of a yod moving in, but I think it's not going to be till Friday. With the moon in Gemini, the yod is the finger of God, the finger of fate, which means like, hey, pay attention, stay curious to what's going on. I feel like because my attention was brought to that, keep that in mind through the day as well, even though it's not going to be happening until Friday. Stay informed with the energies. The energies are trying to serve you. They are trying to share with you. Speaking of that, we have a square today between the moon and Neptune. Moon in Gemini, which is like paying attention to the moment, and Neptune, which can throw signs along our path. But you might be kind of like blinders on. I'm not seeing the signs, or even not believing the signs. Like, Spirit is always talking. The universe is always talking. Are you listening? Is kind of the feeling that I'm getting with that. And then beyond, are you listening? Where is your level of faith in yourself and in the universe? And those would be maybe some issues to check into today as well. Besides that, the astro, besides this other stuff that we just talked to, the astro is chill overall. There's a connection between the moon in Gemini and Saturn and Aquarius. Anytime we've got like the air signs together, working together, there is this call to connect. Don't isolate yourself today. Reach out and connect, especially if you are like feeling friends friends, companions, connections are here to support you. Ding. And can take you from a place of sorrow, like that sorrow card, and winding up into the mind to a place of solution, right? Back to your soul, back to that responsibility energy. And I get that with that creativity card. Like, there's always creative answers. But if you are feeling puny, like that's what I'm really feeling with this isolation card, reach out. Don't just like kind of stick yourself in the ice and lead yourself into this, right? So reaching out, connection may be actually part of your overall responsibility of the day. Final thing that I want to mention is Venus and Mars are drawing closer. They're at 12 and 13 Capricorn. So again, there's the lessons of the responsibility. Are you responding true to your soul? But when Venus and Mars come together, Venus is about the yin energy, intuition, listening to that, our gifts and what we value, and then Mars taking that aligned action. So see where you're being drawn into that as well, whether it is through connection with others or your personal gifts, or even going back to today's energy mantra, your personal evolution revolution, which we are deep in that today with the sun at 22 degrees. So I'm going to leave that here for today. Again, Mercury and Pluto has some intensity for our mind. The monkeys are running kind of wild, so it's okay to give your monkeys parameters in and through all this. Besides that, you can always book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.